Nerdventures! Happy Friday! On my way to Nerdventure's Tower. Oh man, it's gonna be a good stream today. And I missed you guys yesterday. I apologize. No stream yesterday. Had a lot to do, moving, you know, all that sort of stuff. I also want to say to all the Marvel fans, this one's for you. I know we've been covering a lot of Star Wars. I know a lot of the streams and a lot of the videos have been on Star Wars. Frankly, there's just been so many sort of leaks, rumors, and things coming out about Star Wars. And I know the Marvel fans are like, what the heck, man? Where's my Marvel content? And, oh man, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go over all the different Marvel updates. We're just going to hang out. I will put gambling on. Gambling is not on yet. I will activate it when I get into the tower. And, yeah, we'll save some time for call-ins as well. It should be a really, really good show. Man, oh, man. Why is it still snowing? Climate change, man. Crazy, crazy stuff going on. All right, anyway, yeah, I'm pulling into the tower. I'll see you in a second. Oh, yeah. Is that snow of cocaina? No. It is not. Is my camera doing that thing again? No. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. It's like you take one day off and you totally forget how to stream, man. Like, what am I do? What do I do with my hands? Like, what do I do with my hands? I don't even remember how to stream. Am I doing this right? Is this on? Is this how you do it? Is that how you... Is that the trick? Is that how they do it? Anyway, I also want to say, too, that your boy got not one, but two great rune bosses last night in Elden Ring. That's right. We got it done. We got it done. And it was awesome, man. I absolutely love that game. And I was just in a really good flow last night. And, yeah, I killed Radon and whatever the weird lizard lady is, too. Whatever her name is also got her. And so that was sick. It was pretty cool. I hope you guys had a good week, man. Again, in all sincerity, I did miss you guys. It feels like now we haven't really streamed since Tuesday. I know Wednesday night we do the Nerdventures only stream. And that was a really fun stream. We watched X2. We talked about different things just going on in the nerdy world. But by and large, yeah, I haven't really been publicly streaming a lot this week. So, again, I apologize, and I did miss you guys. So, yeah, I hope you had a good week. And I'm sure we'll hang out and chat a little bit and see what you guys are all saying. On a sort of unrelated note, and just because I can't believe it, something's going on with the Dragon Ball Super movie, okay? Just because I know we have a couple of anime fans in here, a couple of Dragon Ball fans. Weird thing happened. I saw, like, a report pop up about this, and I was like, yo, this can't be actually true, can it? I'm just dropping my brightness down a little bit there. Yo, they got hacked or something? Like, Toei got hacked? And now, they've delayed the movie indefinitely? Okay. What the fuck does that mean? I'm still trying to... Yeah, like, what happened? Like, what's going on? They're just straight up like, yo, we got hacked, so we're delaying the movie. Like, what? Yeah, so I reached out to Geekdom about that, because I was just like, dude, what the hell? Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know why that would be a thing. Regardless. Oh, yeah, gambling. Let's put that on. Wait, what the hell? Why isn't it in dark mode, dude? Okay, there you go. Get that shit out of my face. All right, let's get the gambling on for all the fiends. So they can gamble away gamble their nerd coin. Boom! Okay, you should be good to go. Let me know if it's not working in the chat, and I'll adjust it. So, as I said, many things going on for the Marvel fans. Many things. It's pretty wild. I think one of the first things that we should get into, and I think I'll find, well, this is a mega thread for it. We could talk Moon Knight, first of all, man, because people have seen Moon Knight. People are watching Moon Knight. So yesterday, the first 4 episodes of Moon Knight went out, right? And people watching it, people saying stuff. I'm not, like, 100% sure, like, how much can they even say at this point? Like, I know it's embargoed until the 29th, but it seems like people have no problem, like, saying some stuff. So I wonder, I don't know. Maybe they can't give it a final score. I don't know how that works. Regardless, people are pretty hyped up on the show, man. And for me personally, one of the things that I found really interesting about it is the runtime of the episodes, okay? So this is wild, dude. So the first episode will be 45 minutes. Okay. Now that's cool, but that's like, you know, that's probably like 40 minutes of content, maybe even less than that, right? Because you'll have like credits and end credits and things like that. But that's still like a nice chunk, right? But from there, ladies and gentlemen, from there, it gets even crazier. You've got 2 50-minute episodes for episodes 2 and 3. And then episode 4 is also 50 minutes. It's even longer. It's 51 minutes. I mean, that's not like a huge difference, obviously. But like, holy mother-loving love-a-mothers. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, just another kind of fun thing that's coming out about Moon Knight. And people are very, very positive on these episodes of Moon Knight. And again, it just kind of feels like we're in for something special. We're in for a treat. I think a lot of us over here and, you know, in the Marvel circle of things have been thinking this for some time. And almost everything that keeps coming out about it seems to validate that. There was, of course, a new clip that came out for Moon Knight, a whole ass scene, which we'll watch together now. It's super cool. I don't know if you've seen this or not. It's pretty cool. And also, I need to adjust my camera again. What the hell, man? Why on earth? Again, you take a single day off streaming and it's like amateur hour over here. I don't even remember. What do I do with my hands? I don't even know what to do with my hands. I'm trying to stream. I'm trying to marvel it up, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, pause that. Turn up the jam. Pump up the jam. Yo, put a 1 into the chat if you remember that shit. Jock jams? Anybody? Anybody? Jock jams? Any boomers in the chat? Anybody? Jock jams? Here we go. Good God!
Thank you.
Hiya.
Hey,
You alright?
fine, thank you.
Just lost my contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Electrical problems in the building, isn't it?
Always the same, isn't it?
Are we back on the 5th floor?
Yes, the 5th. My friend Claire lives here. I'm visiting her. She's expecting me.
What's going on?
Oh, shit! What the fuck? Dude. Super cool. So, you know, you've got like it's an actual atmospheric scene, which I think is nice because it's a little bit tone setting for it. But, yeah, he's taking, this is 2. You see there? So he's like taking the elevator down to the 2nd floor. And then there's Khonshu. And I absolutely love how creepy this is. So, like, y'all probably know, like, I'm not a fan of horror as a genre, but horror elements kind of put into other things I can be quite keen on. And it's cool how, like, look at that. Like, in between the flutter there, like, the sound and it coming closer, like, that shit is scary, dog. Like, creepy. Creepy.
Thank you.
Interesting, huh? And then he's just trying to, like, play it off or whatever. Kind of interesting, man. I'm excited. Now, there's some kind of interesting things being said about the show in general, and I think as far as, like, calibrating our expectations, guys, as for what we should expect for the show and, like, how we should view it, I do think it's going to really focus on, like, Mark, Stephen Grant, and that whole situation, and it feels like it's going to be a pretty personal kind of a narrative. The producer said something to the effect of, like, it's not going to be even connected to the wider MCU. But I think he was kind of misquoted. Like, I don't think he means it's not connected. I think what he means is the story itself doesn't play into a ton of other elements. It's really going to be focused on him, his mission, Khonshu, the mystery of revealing his true identity, and that kind of stuff, right? So I think that's kind of what to expect. And it's pretty cool they're showing the first 4 episodes, but it also kind of makes me think that, okay, there's probably some, if there is some juicy stuff that's coming, because, you know, rumor, there's rumor that, huh? Oh, yes, thank you, Mike. Thank you. Jedi, yeah, we got that. What was I saying? Oh, there's rumor that Hulk, or Professor Hulk, that Bruce Banner is going to end up being in the Moon Knight show. There's also rumor that friggin' Punisher, that John Bernthal's Punisher could end up being in it as well. These are all rumors. We don't know for sure. But yeah, pretty wild. And if that stuff does happen, I'm going to go ahead and say it probably happens in episodes 5 and 6, which also, I mean, I imagine will be that similar length. Like, it would be such a bummer if you lead into episodes that are much shorter. So I'd say probably around that 50-minute mark is probably what we're looking at for episodes 5 and 6. And damn, dude, that's going to be really cool. Like, that's going to be a fun show. We're quite excited for it. When that happens, we'll be ramping up the watch parties again. We'll be doing exclusive merch for the show, breakdowns, that kind of stuff each week. So, oh man, I'm pretty excited. That'll be really, really fun. So, yeah, just more exciting stuff when it comes to Moon Knight. I'll double check and see if there's anything else going on, huh? What the heck? What the heck? MCU rules, says Michael J. Porter Bartholomew II. Oh, wow. What's this? Another clip? I hadn't actually seen this. Let's see what this is about. Let's see what this is about, ladies and gentlemen.
Oscars. We've spent almost the whole history of cinema has the mentally ill as the villain. Right, the villains are always somebody coming out of a mental institution or struggling in some way.
This confusion.
It was a real challenge, and I wasn't comfortable with it at first, so I said, can I just stay with one character for the first couple of months of shooting?
Whoa.
And then
Oscars. We've spent...
Yeah, that's really interesting. It's pretty wild because we've been hearing that they took this pretty seriously, and they got, like, doctors, psychiatrists, people of that ilk involved in really crafting the show in such a way that it's going to depict mental illness in a unique and I think hopefully positive way. It's going to be interesting, man, to see this character persist after the show too. I mean, I think, like, you guys let me know in chat, right? Like, you tell me, like, you think we're getting more Moon Knight in the MCU past this? Like, I personally think he's going to be pretty involved in stuff. Maybe that's just because I'm, like, a big Oscar Isaac fan, and I'm like, yo, no, like, this dude's the truth. You know what I mean? So I want to see him hanging out. But I think it would be so cool to see a character like this I'm like, imagine him and Wanda having a sit down. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially post Multiverse of Madness and that kind of stuff, right? Mike's like, no. Yeah, I think that's what I think's going on, man. You know, that he'll like, persist a little bit beyond that, and I would love to see him sit down and talk to Wanda after everything they've both been through and just sort it out, you know, and talk about mental illness and stuff like that. Be pretty wild. Khonshu looks perfect. He really does. It's actually crazy how good he looks. Pretty wild. Okay, let's talk about a couple other things, man. Let me see here. I want to know what you guys think about the Andrew Garfield and Spider-Man in general not being in. And this I thought was so funny, man. Somebody like sent this to me after My Time to Shine Hello. Tweeted about Spider-Man not being in Morbius. Good God, man. Chet, you're not on it either. Man, I had no ideas that I did stuff like this on stream. Like, I watched this back and I was like, dude, wait, what? I thought I was like completely put together and always like just giving good takes and like hanging out and we're having fun and shit like that, you know? I guess like I don't realize, you know, sometimes shit, you know, you don't realize you're up here just doing your thing and next thing you know, fucking clip like this. Okay. Cool. But this was in response to My Time to Shine Hello tweeting about Andrew Garfield. And no Spider-Mans in Morbius. Where the fuck is this fucking tweet? Am I missing this? No Spider-Man in Morbius. Here's what it was. Yeah. And it was like, oh, man. What a bummer. But weirdly, in response, I guess in some ways to that, there is a post-credit scene, though, is what's going on here. Now, this is kind of weird to me because My Time to Shine Hello, what an interesting arc this person has been on, you know? From being like out of nowhere incredible leaker that we're all like, holy shit, this person like really knows a lot, to like recycling leaks and shilling NFTs. And I mean, look, I know like you guys and the wider internet has decided NFT bad. I don't feel that way, but I do find it kind of hilarious that what a weird arc this person has been on, right? I gotta be honest here. Like, does this mean anything? Like, does this mean anything? With My Time to Shine Hello being like, no Spider-Man in Morbius. I mean, that feels like that means something. Does this mean anything? There is a post-credit scene. Oh, cool. Thanks. Like, what does that mean? You know? Fucking, okay. So there's a post-credit scene. Do you mean that Andrew's going to be in it? Is there a Spider-Man in it? Is there not a Spider-Man in it? What the hell's going on, man? So I don't know what to think about that. I mean, it's a little bit of a bummer that there's no Spider-Man in the movie. I'm still excited for the film. I still like Jared Leto. And, yeah, I want to see where it goes from there and how cool that will be. But there are questions. You know what I mean? There are questions. They did put Spider-Man into their very first trailer with Michael Keaton, right? And so I think there are some people that are going to be a little bit let down if it feels like that is not touched on at all. You know what I mean? Pretty weird one. Dude, yeah, and like here's the thing, guys. Like, there's just a ton we missed a lot of Marvel news this week. So we're going through it. We're just gonna go through it all, and there's a lot. It's gonna be sort of uneven. I'm gonna literally just scroll through the Reddit, and when I see something like, oh yeah, shit, we haven't talked about that, we're gonna talk about it. So boom, let's talk about this. Euphoria star Sydney Sweeney to co-star opposite Dakota Johnson in Sony Marvel's pick Madam Web. So the Madam Web movie, more and more real, you know, definitely a thing. In fact, there was a story. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find. There was a story about the possibility of Marvel helping them out, or the fact that it's going to be like the Doctor Strange of the Sony Marvel universe, right? Let me see if I can find that report. Yeah. Here we go. Direct article about this. So, yeah, we'll check this out in just a second. Wow. Okay. So, Euphoria star is gonna be opposite of Madam Web. What do you guys think about this? Elise and I talked about this a little bit. I watched the first season of Euphoria. I'm not watching the second. It's just, it was cool, but it's kind of just not my thing or whatever. I know it's a very popular show. A lot of people like it. I'm sure people like her in it. What do you think? Like, what do you guys think? Two things popped into mind to me. Number one, I thought just Felicia Hardy or Black Cat, because I know that's something Sony wants to do and build out. What the fuck, dude? Deadline, shut your mouth. So something like that maybe could be really interesting. But there are also multiple versions of Madam Web, too. I believe there's two main ones in the continuity, and there is almost like a passing of a baton. And so I thought maybe she could be another version of Madam Web. What do you guys make of this, though? That's what I want to know, man. Where's the chat at with this one? Because I don't know much about her. You know what I mean? I don't know much about her. Is she a good actress? Who let the 12-year-olds just now reaching puberty into the chat? Oh, I did. I said, hey, today I'd really love it if a bunch of people that were 12 and had squeaky voices and said a bunch of inappropriate shit in chat. Come on in. You know what I mean? Come on in, man. Let's go. Come on in. Solid actress. She's good. Pole Town. She's a great actress. Oh, interesting. She has big ass titty, says Troll. Okay, well done, Troll. Well done. Yeah, I don't know. I guess kind of the jury's still out. You know what I mean? As far as how excited I can get about it. I'm sure some Euphoria fans got pumped about it. This is kind of interesting. The Direct did an article about how they believe that Sony's going to use Madam Web much the way that Marvel's using Doctor Strange, I think, sort of to connect the multiverse. Okay? We've already thought about that. I mean, that's pretty sound speculation, in my opinion. By the way, I know this is a super ADD moment, but I know not everybody was here before, so I just kind of want to say it again. I beat not one, but two great rune bosses last night in Elden Ring. I don't want to brag, you know what I mean? I don't want to take away from what we're doing here, but two of them, motherfucker. Two of them. Count them up. Beat Radan. Yeah, shit all over Radan, whatever. I was like, yo, yeah, you're a goofy little horse and your big ass. Fuck you, you're done. And then I ran all the way over across the other place, and some bitch ass lady in a big tower doing magic shit, throwing books at me and whatnot. I said, fuck you. And I killed her too. Anyway, let's read this report. Deadline's report announcing the casting of Euphoria's Sydney Sweeney in Sony's upcoming Marvel Madam Web includes another intriguing tidbit. Sony is holding Madam Web herself in the same regard as Marvel's Doctor Strange due to Webb's reported psychic sensory powers and astral ability. Insiders say that due to her psychic sensory powers, she's essentially Sony's version of Doctor Strange. Ooh. I'm going to read on for just a second here. It's important to note how the report's wording doesn't indicate that the film will literally have its own Stephen Strange variant, but rather that Madam Web herself will have powers and a job similar to Doctor Strange seen in the MCU. This means her abilities could more than likely see the heroine traverse across the multiverse in some fashion, likely not in physical fashion given her medical ailment. While Deadline seems to indicate that the version of Webb audiences are getting is the older classic version, Dakota Johnson's former casting might indicate otherwise. In the Ultimate Spider-Man animated show, there's a young version of the character played by the name of Julia Carpenter, who basically acts as Spider-Woman. It's possible the studio wants a younger, spry leading character, but it's too early to tell just yet. So that's kind of what I was saying about Euphoria Gal. Euphoria Gal. I said, yeah, like that could be the character that maybe they're doing for that character. Look, it's pretty fun. I think right now it's funny because like No Way Home absolutely dominated last year and a lot of the pop culture conversation sort of around the release of that movie, etc., etc. Boom. Awesome movie. Loved it. The Spider-Man buzz has kind of died a little bit because it's, there's nothing really coming out. Morbius, not having a Spider-Man, not really putting that out there. It's not really going to ignite that sort of frenzy again. But I think people absolutely want Tobey Maguire back. I think people absolutely want Andrew Garfield back. And I think people want Tom Holland back. And it seems like there's little, rumblings of news that sort of indicate that the ball's still rolling. Those gears are still moving. Sony has this massive plan. Marvel has this massive plan. We'll see how it all plays out. But I absolutely believe that, especially because they're doing a Madam Web movie. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, if you would have told me, like, 5 years ago, they are doing a Madam Web movie, I would have been like, what? Like, okay. All right. So, yeah, man, wild stuff. And we'll just have to kind of wait and see as more information comes out about that. But, yeah, just kind of another cool little thing I wanted to talk about with regards to Marvel news. Here's another interesting bit that's being talked about a lot out there. I see people mentioning this. Secret Invasion. Sam Jackson says Don Cheadle and Martin Freeman appear in Marvel's upcoming series. Now, look, man. Hey, look, man. Secret Invasion is going to be a big deal. I'm personally getting the feeling that Secret Invasion is, instead of like, and even though WandaVision, I think, will prove to have been a very big deal for what the plans were. And, like, look, we're going to get into it. It's going to be really cool. But it's different than WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Loki is maybe a little more similar. But I feel like, basically, this show is going to involve almost the whole MCU. And it's going to really talk about status quo. Where are we at? What's happening? What's happening on the planet? What's happening with the Avengers? And a lot of the things that we didn't know about in the past couple of years are going to be clarified. Like, we need Nick Fury to sit us down and be like, here's what's fucking happening. You know what I mean? Basically. And this is crazy news, man. Don Cheadle, I think, is going to be a very important tie into all of this because of his connection to Armor Wars, his connection to Tony, his connection to the government, etc., etc. So it's great that he's going to be involved. Martin Freeman, also going to be really interesting that he's involved. I think that institutions in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which the sort of trouble is right now, we don't even know what they are. We don't know what the actual institutions that are left post-Blip, post-Endgame actually are. Those things are going to persist through multiple shows and pieces of content, right? So this is really crazy. I believe he also says that he's going to be in Ant-Man Quantumania. Look forward to potential cameos down the road. Jackson said Captain Marvel 2, a.k.a. The Marvels, Ant-Man 3, Quantumania, Secret Invasion were all shooting at the same time, so he could stop and visit people. So, yeah, so there's some indication that, like, all of those things are filming at the same time on the same, like, lot, basically. So, we say this all the time, man, but, like, Marvel they're not slowing down. They're not stopping. And the best, I think, is yet to come. I think that this next phase is going to be really interesting as we eventually, get to Secret Wars. And there's going to be all these weird multiversal cosmic things going on as well. But the ground level stuff, what's going on Earth, what's going on with how Earth is looking to protect itself. These are really interesting questions. So another cool bit out there. So Santos said, and I guess he deleted the tweet. Santos said he thinks Love and Thor trailer dropping next week. We have no idea if that's true, but that would be awesome. And there's some weirdness going on when it comes to Love and Thunder, man. Where's the trailer at, man? People are pretty thirsty for that trailer. There was some talk that it was even going to happen today, right? But you know, so far no go. And there was another funny thing that happened where, like, Taika Waititi was, like, tweeting about The Boys trailer. And the new season of The Boys trailer, like, season 3 looks cool. And the account, The Boys account, basically called Taika out for Where's the Love and Thunder trailer. I thought that was brilliant. I was like, yo, that's pretty funny. But, yeah, it's kind of a thing, man. We don't know. So let's, you know, again, I was just saying this, but he discusses filming 3 Marvel projects at once. Well, you know, it's kind of strange when someone tells you they're going to give you a 9-picture deal. You know, you go, how long am I going to stay alive to make 9 pictures? Because it used to take a while to make a movie. It still kind of does, but people make 2 or 3 of them at a time. In the Marvel Universe, it's crazy. And he went on to talk about how the schedule for the upcoming movies and how he recently was in London and filmed 3 projects all at once. Secret Invasion, The Marvels, and Quantumania. Wow. When I was in London, it was Ant-Man, The Marvels was happening and getting ready to do Secret Invasion. I was like 3 Marvel movies on one lot. I was kind of running around from place to place. Yeah, so again, it's kind of implied that he was shooting on all of them. We're not 100% sure. Pretty wild. Pretty freaking wild. Man. If that wasn't enough for you all, Production Weekly, which is incredibly reliable, and it literally means these things are going into production. Like, it's sort of one of those institutions that when you file certain paperwork in Hollywood, that shit pops up somewhere, and Production Weekly grabs it and shows people, okay? Daredevil reboot, which seems to be being streamlined. Like, we sort of talked about this in a couple of streams and a couple of videos. But yeah, man, like, a lot of people are indicating, like, they are streamlining the Daredevil reboot or whatever it is, the continuation or whatever, right? Daredevil, let's go. Probably Born Again, something like that. Like, let's go. It's going to be sick. Deadpool 3 with, Sean Levy, I believe is his name, the guy that did Free Guy and The Atom Project. Brilliant director. Lot of goodwill towards that project. That's going to be awesome. Echo being streamlined. And I think the Echo series is going to be really cool. Its connections to Daredevil and Matt Murdock, I think, will be really fun. Ironheart, an untitled space project. I think Fantastic Four, something Fantastic Four, Werewolf by Night, and other projects like that, right? Like, holy shit, man. Like, that's, like, there's just so much coming. They're working on so much. It's fascinating. So, Marvel fans, a lot to look forward to in the next couple of years, man. Lots to look forward to. And oh my God, I think that's it. I think that's all the news I wanted to go over. Let's double check. Let's keep a scrolling. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Sometimes I gotta keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Scrolling. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we got. We could talk about Elden Ring a little if you'd like. We could do that for a little bit. I mean, I'm always down to talk about Elden Ring. There's also, of course, a ton of Star Wars stuff, man. Look, we technically haven't done a public stream in 2 days, but there have been wild Star Wars reports out there, and I talked about a lot of them on different videos, things like that. Shit's crazy, dude. Kenobi seems ridiculous. Mandalorian Season 3, wild stuff going on. I don't always like to go full-on spoilers in the stream because you never know. Like, there's somebody that wanders into the stream, and nothing indicates spoilers on the thumbnail, the title, whatever. And they the last thing they want is a Mando 3 spoiler. And then I say something, and then they hate me forever. So I don't like to do that. But I do just want to say, like, yo, Shit sounds wild. And we have a big video coming out today for you. Oh my God, I actually hit the camera. A big video coming out for you today, talking about my fears and my hopes for Kenobi. Myself and Fernie worked really hard on the video. It has a ton of fun stuff in there. So watch it 3 times. That's all I ask. I don't ask a lot from you guys, but watch it 3 fucking times with no ad blocker on. Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy that video. So that video will be coming out later. I might do an update video. Rumors of something big happening Marvel-wise today. I haven't seen anything. I don't know what that could be about. So yeah. That's kind of where we at. It's kind of what we're doing. And to me, it's a goddamn great day. Yeah. Okay, so I say we get into Q&A. Let's get into a little Q&A. I'll go over the soupies. I'll hang a little in chat. Then I want to have a couple calls. So I'll open up the Discord to have a couple of call-ins and see what you guys want to say. If there's anything going on, anything you want to ask me about directly or whatever, we can get into that as well. So, yeah. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's do it. Let's have some fun and see what's going on with everybody. See what's going on. And yes, we will be doing a stream at 1 p.m. today. I'll just be talking about Prime stuff like I always do, just kind of behind the scenes stuff. It's a fun week, man, but yeah, it's a busy week. We've been moving stuff into the new place. And yeah. It's been good. Okay, let's get into these soupies. See what everybody's saying in the super chats. And again, we'll hang out in the chat as well, okay? So, first in today was a guy who loves Star Wars with a $5 holla. Says, hey, Josh, longtime listener, first super. Do you think they know Miss Marvel is going to be bad? That's why they have it at the same time as Kenobi. First of all, thank you so much for the support. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate that. Do I think they know it's going to be bad? That's kind of an interesting question. So here's the thing. I think they might actually know that it's going to be bad. But that is unrelated to the character or here's the thing. Like, there's this whole, get woke, go broke, idea. And people want to say that that's why the show's going to be bad. From what I've heard, they just made a lot of weird choices. They did do reshoots, and there's some indication that the show's not that good. And no matter how you feel about, messaging, that kind of stuff, maybe you really care, maybe you don't care at all, maybe you love it. If a show's not good, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? And so in some weird way, man, I do actually feel like they think the show's not going to be that great. Like, Feige he'll never say this outright, but I think he keeps a pretty good tab on fan reception. I mean, one of the best examples of this is a movie that made $1 billion did not bring back its writer or director. I'm talking about Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel. So Captain Marvel was a massive success, $1 billion franchise, and you didn't bring back the director and the writers? Why? Because he understands, and I think that he sees that, yeah, man, that movie didn't slap. It didn't hit the way that it should have. It just wasn't up to par. And so now he's kind of, bringing in new people and doing fresh stuff. He'll connect with people that he thinks are really, really good, like Waldron, and get a lot of juice out of that. But if he doesn't think something's working or whatever, he'll move on pretty quickly. So do I think they know it's going to be a bad show? Yeah, I think they might. But yet to be determined. We don't know. Maybe it's amazing. Fem says with the $2, can you go over what you get for being a Nerdventure? Real stuff. Okay, 100% real stuff. Well, first of all, you get, obviously, the access to the emojis, access to the badges. Different badges net you different things as well. People just like it as a sort of repping the thing. But also, once you hit 6 months, you get access to the Diamond Tier Lounge, which are special streams where basically, We get fucked up, dude. We have a few drinks. We do a couple blinkers. We smoke some 100% legal, all natural tobacco together. So that's kind of fun. You get 20% off our Teespring merchandise for being a member. You get access to the behind-the-scenes streams for being a member, which include a stream on Monday afternoon, Wednesday nights, and then if you're a Prime member, a business tier stream on Saturdays. And then, there's all these other alleged things that, look, you said 100% real stuff. You tell the guy that was blind and couldn't walk that's now running full-ass sprints around seeing people. You ask him if it's real or not, okay? Anyway. Spartan Joker 073 says Moon Knight is going to be dope. Baby, watch party is going to be a whole lot of fun. Yeah, so, I'm just kind of looking for him to take over, really. Start teaching him the lines, teaching him how to run OBS, like, pretty much immediately. And I would say, he might not be able to speak right away, but he should be able to give reactions and facial expressions right away. So I'm going to be sleeping, and I think Liam's going to be sort of taking over the watch party. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. Otherwise, why do you have kids anyway? Unless they can do stuff for you, right? Isn't that what they're for and stuff? That's what I thought they were. That's what I thought that they were for. Dorian Trussell says with a very generous $20 holla. Holy mother loving love of mothers. Thank you so much. And says, Moon Knight is going to be brilliantly well done in abilities, action, supernatural, and story. Random. Did you, Josh, that there is a Star Trek comic book crossover with the X-Men? Will you, in theory, play Hogwarts Legacy? Holy cow. That was a pretzel of a super chat. You just took my mind and pretzeled it up. And I got to try to, unpretzel it before I can answer this. Will I play Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah, probably. I'm excited for it. I like the franchise. I like the world. If it looks dope, hell yeah, I'll get in there. I'll fuck around. I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. Star Trek X-Men crossover, I did know about that, yes. And hell yeah, man. Moon Knight is going to be brilliant. And again, I appreciate the support, brother. Brandon Hoven, member for 13 months. My God, man. Says, finally got my Amethyst badge and stoked for many, many more years of content. Good luck on the move. Hey, thanks, man. We got a good bit done yesterday. We got more to do today. Got a U-Haul and stuff like that today. But like I said, we got a video in the tank. And unless some crazy stuff happens, it won't be all right. You know what I mean? Be all right. We should have time. My house with a $5 holla says, I think he will show back up, but not heavily used. Can see him showing up in a Midnight Suns, but that's it. I would love to see him in WCA, though. Huh? What's WCA, bro? Let me know in the chat. Why my brain not working, huh? I don't know, man. Mike, so I hear what you're saying, and there is a moment where he is a Avenger, and he's hanging out, doing some Avenger-type stuff. I think maybe not. And maybe it's just Midnight Suns or something like that. Maybe he's doing something like that. But I just think Oscar Isaac is so brilliant, and the character seems so fun. I say, why not? Oh, West Coast Avengers. Okay. Yeah, I could see something like that going on. I'm not against that. Noah Schaefer says, I started doing Josh screams in real life because it happens so often in stream. Yeah, I do love to just get a little vocal and get some of that energy going on. And sometimes, I'll randomly, scream like that when I'm working or walking around the house. And I'll just be like, it feels good. Gets the energy going, Cool. It's cool. I think it helps out. Dorian Trussell with a $5 says, hopefully Werewolf by Night and Blade references or name dropped Mephisto or Midnight Suns in Moon Knight. Yeah, something like that would be super cool, man. I continue to have this belief that the supernatural in the MCU is going to be tied into something major, something big. you know, for maybe Secret Wars, the crossover or something like that, right? So pretty wild. I read somewhere Sweeney was cast as Enchantress in Loki season 2. Not 100% how accurate. I have not heard anything about that, but that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. Glenn Peters with a $5 holla says, "Yo, Josh, I know it's early in the stream. You don't have to answer it. It's hard for me to catch a stream. How do you call in? Nerdventure's rule, take my money." So you have to be a member, first of all. And then you have to be on our Discord. And there's like a members only section of the Discord. And you'll see like the stage pop in. So we do it all via Discord. And oh my God, my hair is going to drive me crazy. I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have touched the hair. Now it's going to drive me crazy. But yeah, so that's how you do it. You have to be on the Discord. There's a members only part of the Discord, and I'll open up a stage, and then you sort of enter like that. And then there's a way to like raise your hand or something like that. So yeah. Lars says, "That's cool. I got 3." Oh, okay. Talking about the kids, or what are you talking about, bro? Talking about the kids? I don't know what you're talking about. Nezuko clan or Chan. Nezuko. That's the chick from Demon Slayer. Nezuko Chan says, "Do you think a Reeves Superman deepfake would ever be used by DC in the future? It would mean so much to my dad. He is very foundational for him." Interesting. Yeah, dude. I do. And I would love it. I would absolutely love it. I think that would be huge for DC. And, you know, look, we harp on DC over here. Mostly it's Big Stevie W's fault. You know what I mean? Like, that's mostly his fault. But there's a chance, man. They have a way out of this. We'll see if they can figure it out. But I'm gonna try to give a lot of their stuff a fair shake. And I think bringing Reeves Superman back, like in the Flash per se. I mean, if they do something like that or do a Crisis like that, like I just think there's some really cool stuff that could be done there. So I'll hold out hope. Mr. J. West, man, says, "Here's some diaper money for the next Nerdventure." Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you. Davey says, "React to the Nerd Theory Clips channel, LMAO." I've reacted to some of those. They're hilarious, dude. They are hilarious. You guys are pretty funny with that stuff. The talented Mr. Griffin, member for 5 months. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that support. Says, "Loving the content. I hope Miss Marvel and Moon Knight are dope. Much love." Yeah, man. I hope so, too. You know, when it comes to Miss Marvel, like, I haven't done any content on it. I know some people have, and some people have done really good content on it. But, you know, I don't know, man. It's a tricky one for me. Like, I'm definitely going to watch the show. It is weird that it comes out with Kenobi, though. And are they not going to push it to a different day? Because that is like putting that show out to pasture, essentially. Maybe they want that. Like, I don't know. It's who knows for sure. Could the show be cool? Yes. There are some things in the trailer that I actually liked. Like, I like the Scott Pilgrim-y kind of stuff. You know, her living in her own world. That's cool. The powers look way better than I thought. Some people like freeze frame some of the powers, and it actually looks like it could elongate her and like morph her and stuff like that. That's pretty sweet. But overall, it's like a tween love story, coming of age tale of a young Muslim girl in New Jersey. And I think there's just a lot there that to me seems like this is not necessarily for someone like me. It's totally fine. And perhaps I'll get a ton of enjoyment out of it, but it doesn't necessarily seem like my cup of tea, as it were. Does that make sense? MCU Drew says, "Dodd's got some of the Nerdventures reading the fun lead up to Secret Wars. My first glimpse of Illuminati. I am already so much more hyped for Multiverse Man." That is awesome. Yeah, we've read some of that together in Nerdventures watch parties before, and we've talked about it. But yeah, the lead up to Secret Wars is like my favorite time in modern comics. Like, my personal favorite time ever of reading comic books was that Secret War lead up and then the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars. Like, you know, when you had T'Challa hanging out with the Illuminati and the Namor stuff and, like, you know, the Game of Worlds and the multiverse collapsing. It's so good, bro. So good. Viltra, welcome. to the Nerdventures, or I should say, welcome back to the Nerdventures. You are a Nerdventure now. A Par says with a $10 holla, says, first 2 months of my son's life, he was up until 3 a.m. until we fixed his sleep schedule. Because of that, I was able to join the watch parties, so it's a benefit. Now we have one more on the way. Dang, A Par, my man. That's cool, man. Congratulations. And also, yeah, that's kind of fun, huh? It's kind of fun. I don't think, actually, he's going to be chilling with me on any watch parties or anything, but we'll see. You know, we'll play it by ear. David says, member for 14 months, catch myself saying, yeah, all the time, LOL, but I caught Batman last night. 6.5 out of 10, Batman. More like Beta Man. Yeah, I guess so, bro. Much love to you, man. Glenn Peters, member for 13 months, says, I don't know when I'll catch a live stream next. I'm going to use my milestone chat. I just effing love this community, plus all the content gets me through the week. Hey, man, I really appreciate that. It's really kind of you to say. And so long as we... what the fuck is that Nick Fury quote about the world spinning? I've fucked this quote up like 6 times in the last couple of days, and and that's unacceptable. Until such time as the world ends, we will act as though it intends to spin on. My man, that's how I feel, bro, you know? A lot of crazy shit going on in the world, a lot of mixed feelings about all this other stuff, a lot of stuff you get down about. But to me, so long as the time, or rather, see, I did it again. I fucked it up again. Why is this quote so hard? Until such time as the world ends, we will intend to act as though it intends to spin on. Did I fuck it up again? Talented Mr. Griffith, hey, thanks, man. $5 host says, have you seen the ads for Marvel's Judgment Day event starting in June? X-Men vs. Eternals versus... Wait. X-Men... I have seen this. Yeah, it's Avengers/X-Men vs. Eternals. I thought it was all 3 of them in like a battle royale, like a Royal Rumble kind of thing. But maybe I got it wrong. But yeah, I have seen the solicitations for that. Seems cool, man. X-Men New Cosmic Origin. Wait, what? The hell is this? Eh? They're the... Wait, what? Oh my god. That's actually pretty crazy. So apparently what Judgment Day is actually about is that the X-Men have found out that they're actually deviants. They're actually deviants, and they're the sworn enemy of the Eternals. Holy shit, dude. That's pretty crazy. Okay, have to check that out. Road Scholar Comics with a $20 holla. Very generous, man. Says, any news about Black Panther 2, they better do right by Namor. He needs to be a badass, egotistical, conceited, womanizing, bad attitude, alpha male. In no way sure he defeats him. I hope they do him justice. Yeah, I have heard that Namor fans are going to be pretty happy, dude. That's all I'll say about that. I mean, first of all, dude looks awesome. You know, dude looks awesome. I've heard he is that same guy. And, you know, toxic. So, like the Snyder cut. It's toxic. Good. You know, some people feel that way about it. But yeah, he's pretty alpha. Like, super alpha. Like, you're going to be fine. Like, you're going to be fine. And that's what I mean, too, about Marvel. Is like, when I say that they give all the toys to all the kids, that's kind of what I mean. It's like, this dude's like saying, yo, like, they better do right by Namor. Like, I need my Namor to be a badass. I like my Namor to be, you know, drunk in the front row of a Leonard Skinner concert, you know? Like, that kind of stuff. So, he's going to do that. We're gonna get that toy, man. KG with a $5 holla says, I don't have anything nerdy to say. So have a $5 holla, since you need a lot of baby wipes, too. Hey, thanks. That's pretty sweet. Much love. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's get into call-ins, man. I'm going to open up a thing. I want to see what's going on with the call-ins, and then I'll hang out into the chat after that, because I'm sure there's some other things that you guys want to talk about, you know? Yo, I cannot believe they delayed the Dragon Ball Super movie. Like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around what that even means, bro. Like, what does that even mean? What does it even mean? Okay, so in the Nerdventures only area, I am starting a stage, and it's about to be called call-ins. I'm just doing 4 call-ins. So first 4 in. Boom. Okay, hang on. Let's see here. Joey Ebb says, why didn't anyone tell me about the 3rd floor of the tower? Shady stuff going on there. Stay clear. Yeah, there's a ton of things going on in the tower. You never know, man. Just try to, protect yourself at all times. You never know. That sometimes they try to get in there. They're trying to do all the things. They're trying to be bad. They're trying to ice account. You're on the call. I'm bringing you on. Hello? Ice Accord, I cannot hear you at all. Maybe check your settings.
Here.
I can hear you, but you're breaking up. Try it again.
Okay. What about now?
Gotcha. Sounds good.
My goodness, Josh, you glasses person. I wish I had glasses. Now I'm just driving to work right now, and I got the notification saying that we're doing. I'm like, you know what? I think I might just call this guy. Say what's up.
Yeah, man. Sounds good. That's cool, man. I hope the work shift goes good for you. Is there anything on your mind? Anything you want to say to the people, or any question you want to ask me?
Okay. One thing on my mind is super excited for Kenobi. Question that I have for you is, man, with the whole nerd theory thing a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
I'm on your side.
Yes.
And that's all.
Oh, I understand.
Look, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, I'll touch on that a little bit, man. And again, I appreciate the call. So yeah, thanks a lot, man. I'll touch on this, but I'm gonna take you off, okay?
Yeah. Have a good one.
All right, brother. See you. So yeah, I appreciate that. I think that it's totally fair for people to feel one way or another about that. I think that situation is really at the core of the Star Wars debate and where fans are at. And I think when somebody says, like, I'm on your side, I think what they're saying is, like, I don't like how we can't get past it, or I don't like how we linger on this, or I don't like how people's dislike of the sequel has so jaded where the Star Wars fan base is at, right? I think that's kind of what a person is saying when they say, like, I'm on your side. And of course, because I continue to share a lot of those feelings, I understand that, and I feel the same way. But here's sort of the macro. Here's the thing we got to, like, kind of take a step back and think about. This is where we are at, bro. And a lot of people, including Theory, like, this is the thing you got to understand about him is that he is authentic as fuck. Like, that is legitimately how he feels. And what happened in that stream was, I think that a lot of what he was communicating emotionally, he wasn't saying, like, totally clearly. And I got hung up on the semantics of what he was saying, and I think that some of what he says is ridiculous. Like, he and I are bros. Like, we've fought about these things. We've butted heads. But at the end of the day, like, as much as we may want, and I've seen it before. I've seen many Star Wars fans have this feeling where it's like, as much as we want that not to be what Star Wars is, ultimately, dude, that is what it is right now. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Mas, I'm going to bring you on. Mas, you're on the call.
Hello?
Yes. You are.
Josh,
Yes.
Mother loving mother.
Yes. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. You know, a little busy, but overall good. Moving into the new place, getting ready for baby stuff, you know?
Yeah, well, so I I'm here to talk about Sci-Fi.
Yes.
About Raised by Wolves, dude.
Oh yeah.
How like upset are you that people in a Ridley Scott product are touching things, and B, we have to wait a whole entire year.
Yeah, the whole entire year thing is crazy. Look, I love that show. I love the first season, but this season was really, really good as well. And I think it shows. I mean, it's such a smart show. I wish the show was more popular. So I'll blurb about Raised by Wolves for a little bit here. But let me ask you before I let you go. Why do you think the show's not as popular? Like, what do you think's going on with that?
I think here's the thing: sci-fi gets like really heady and really weird, and I don't think that everybody's there for that. Like, I know you like heady weirdness. I like heady weirdness. I remember the first season, I put it on with my fiance, and I was like, let's watch this. And 2 episodes in, we were like, what is going on here? But not everybody jives with that, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess that's part of it. It's just so weird because, like, I almost feel like the show would have been better served if they explained that it was in the Aliens universe, because it feels like at the very least that it could be something happening in a universe where the alien stuff also happens, like somewhere else or whatever. Maybe it was just too messy or whatever, but yeah, it's funny because I think that show is legitimately better than it's better than a lot of shows. You know what I mean? It's an incredible show, and I wish it was more popular. So yeah. Yeah.
So wait, I have a question now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that maybe with like Grandmother and them kind of taking it back to the more ancient humans, without any spoilers, like the more ancient humans on Kepler 9, do you think maybe they're tying it into that? Like maybe this whole situation is the origin of the whole Alien franchise?
It's possible. Like, so there's just so many visual similarities. And I think also about what's going on in Prometheus, right? So at the beginning of Prometheus, do you remember when the engineer essentially like takes that virus and it's not exactly like he devolved, but he destroyed himself organically. And then it's sort of implied that like humans come from that soup, or you know what I mean, or something like that, right? So there's a way that they could connect it all together, because it's interesting, like who are the engineers, what's the entity in Raised by Wolves, like what is that really, and what's its goal? But yeah, look, I love the show, and I think one of the reasons that I look forward to the rest of it, because I think that it will get greenlit. The showrunner said he's got like 5 seasons in mind. I just envision an older Campion and an older Paul being 2 rulers, essentially. I think it's really foreshadowed that heavily, that you will see the 2 rulers of what feels like an inevitability of atheists versus believers, you know, fighting in the way future. And I'm looking forward to the moments of seeing their older versions and recalling back to all the memories I have with them when they were younger, kind of similar to Game of Thrones. You know, at the end of the show, like a lot of those conversations hold extra weight because of the time we've spent with these characters. So yeah, it's incredible. And maybe in the later seasons, it will get that big. But yes, I do think it has a possibility of some connection to the Alien universe for sure.
Well, dude, thanks for having me up, and keep preaching the great Ridley Scott.
Yeah, 100%. And I hope you're doing well. It's always good to hear from you.
Bye.
Take care. Parker Luck, I'm bringing you on, man.
Hello?
Hello there.
Hello.
You're alive, my friend. What's up?
Good. How about you? Thanks.
Good.
Good. Okay, so I want to be able to ask you about. So most people don't know that like there's like a Star Wars Lando show. There's several other different Star Wars projects and things like that. And we all got like super hyped for Boba Fett, and it kind of was a miss for a whole bunch of the audience. Do you think that there's any fear that some of the shows moving forward could be a flop as well?
Yeah, so I think this is possible. And here, I'll linger on this. Did you have another question as well, or?
I guess this could go for the Marvel shows as well, because I know some people looking back complained about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, they were good shows, even What If.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so I have a pretty long-winded answer on this. So I'm gonna take you out of the call, man. I appreciate the call, and let me just kind of dig in. Yeah, no problem. I'll dig in on this one because I think that's a good one. Thank you, Parker. So let's talk about this. First of all, there's, I think, concern. By the way, I'm gonna shut the thing down, guys. We'll do call-ins again next week. I really appreciate everybody doing that. And if you don't know how to do that, get in touch with somebody on the Discord, and they can walk you through it. And you can get, if you're a member, you can get into a call next week. Okay. This is such an interesting one. Look, Kenobi itself, and part of this will be coming in the video that I have coming out later today. Kenobi itself is such a opportunity, but also a huge risk. I mean, yo, if y'all haven't listened to the podcast that I did with Star Wars Meg, like, what are you doing? It was an incredible podcast. But she said something in that podcast that blew me away, bro. She said, if the Kenobi show doesn't land, and if they screw that show up, it will be a worse backlash than the sequel trilogy. And I was like, what? But I mean, I kind of agree, right? Let me ask you guys in chat right now, and you just let me know, yes or no. Do you agree? Do you think that if Kenobi gets screwed up, it will be a worse backlash than the sequel trilogy? Do you think that's the case? Poll Town? Poll Town? She's right. She's always right. And do you guys also think that this part of my hair that seems to always want to curl out, should we just like shave it? Should we cut it off? Like, should I just, you see it? You see it there? Just fucking, like, I could get it to behave, but then it like dries and then it curls and I don't fucking know. I'm doing the poll, but it's not going to be about this. It's going to be about the hair. If Disney screws up Kenobi, will it be worse than the sequel backlash? Okay, let's do it. Let's go to Poll Town. Let's go to Poll Town. Okay, so there's definitely concern about that. And I don't want to give away the whole video that I'm dropping later today, but one of the things I bring up in it is like, how weird is it that right before a plethora of Star Wars content, a ton of stuff that could be very enjoyable, that could really help fans to engage in the content, sort of turn the fan base around a little bit. Right before that, and also after, closely following a show that was, I think, frankly, largely considered a disappointment. I can't believe that they did that with the Book of Boba Fett show, but I think that's true. I think that the rose-colored glasses have come off in the weeks to come, and a lot of people are like, yeah, that wasn't it. Despite the show being very popular, by the way, it was a very popular show. It landed with normies. Why does Star Wars always have to do this? Why did they pick the most important two characters, the most potentially scarring, damaging show, and place it right smack dab in between a disappointing show and a fucking plethora, a charcuterie, a feast of content? It's almost like, I don't know. It just feels fucking calamitous, dude. It feels bad. So is there potential for some of these shows to not land well? Yes. But here's the thing. It literally all comes down to Kenobi. It literally all comes down to Kenobi. I can't believe that the brand has put itself in this kind of a position, but it's true. If Kenobi doesn't absolutely blow us all away, which, by the way, I think it will. I'm very hopeful. I'm hopeful that it will. Then all of the other stuff is going to be looked at with a lot of trepidation. Fans are going to have a lot of issues giving a fair shake to coming Star Wars content. And on top of that, yeah, of course, making shows is hard, dudes. A lot of these other shows could be lackluster. It is possible Book of Boba Fett was not that great because it's a placeholder show. You know? And Meg told me also that she thinks there's some evidence that there were issues with Tamara Morrison and that he didn't like imagine this. I don't know that this is true, right? This is make believe blah blah la 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 land. This is shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I want to tell you a story. It has no basis in reality. This is simply a story. Imagine Jon Favreau has major beef with Pedro Pascal on The Mandalorian. He has a little meeting with Dave Filoni behind the scenes. He's like, I'm going to fucking kill him, Dave. I can't stand this motherfucker, Dave. And Dave's like, yeah, no, well, you know, maybe we can. He's like, no, I can't fucking stand him, Dave. I can't fucking do the show. This motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. We made him, you know. And I was very, you know. And Dave's like, well, you know, we can't. Dave, I can't fucking do it, Dave, you know. Then they're like, here's what we'll do. We'll delay the show. We'll do a whole new show. I can't stand this motherfucker. Let's do this. And then he gets Tamara Morrison, salt of the earth, seems like a genuinely awesome human being, right? And Tamara Morrison's like, John, these scripts are not good. This isn't what I want to do. And it becomes a whole other thing again. And John's just like, I can't fucking stand Star Wars, you know? Like, imagine that. Imagine having issues with a person, deciding to literally do a whole new show to try to avoid those issues, and then you run into a ton of other issues. It's almost like shows are hard, and there's always going to be conflict. As far as the Marvel shows, man, Marvel has a different thing going on. First of all, they still make movies. Fucking Star Wars, like, what the fuck? They make movies, okay? And damn good ones. You know? Like, I know, like, during the release of, like, Shang-Chi and Eternals and all that, we were like, you know, they're whatever. I've revisited them all. They're good movies, bro. Like, tell me Shang-Chi isn't a good movie. I will tell you, okay, fine, but you probably just don't like to have fun. Tell me Eternals is a total and complete mess, and you probably just don't like fun, intriguing ideas. I think both those movies are really good. Black Widow's pretty fucking good, too, dude. They make good movies. Spider-Man No Way Home was mind-blowing, right? Marvel also doesn't need to make a bang-out, crazy hit show every single time out. They can do genre stuff. They can do smaller stuff. They can do Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They can do Hawkeye. And it doesn't matter that it's not the biggest, craziest thing ever. It still services the fan base. It still keeps content flowing. Like, you know, the spice must flow. Like, the content must flow for Big Daddy Disney, you know? So, sure. I mean, the Marvel shows, are there going to be some misses? Yes. I think we're literally looking at one in Miss Marvel. I think it's going to be a miss. But it doesn't matter as much. You know? So they're just kind of playing in different games, really. But I appreciate the question, man. I think it's a very interesting question. And yeah, those are my thoughts, man. It is rough. 80% of you say yes, bro. Yeah, Miss Marvel indeed. 80% of you say if Disney screws up Kenobi, it will be worse than the sequel Backlash. Okay, so let's do another poll then. You think Miss Marvel is going to be a hit? Dude, it could be a hit. I mean, look, here's the thing. If the show grabs up, let's say 30% of the hardcore audience, because there aren't, like, it doesn't feel like it's there for me, but there are some hardcore Marvel fans that do love Kamala, that do love Miss Marvel, and I'm not here to belittle them or say they're not real fans or whatever. I'm just saying, like, let's just fucking be real. I don't think it's the full group. So if 30% of the hardcore fans like it, but a vast majority of the normies like it, yeah, it's a hit show. Like, what do you want me to say? It's a hit show. I mean, technically speaking, by numbers, Boba Fett was a hit show. And we're sitting here saying it was mid. You know what I mean? So let me ask the next question, and I will get into some of these super chats and things that people are talking about, okay? But let me ask the next question, because this is where my head goes. 80% of you say it'll be worse than the sequel Backlash. Can Star Wars survive another Backlash? Can Star Wars survive another, I guess we should say, huge Backlash, right? Can Star Wars survive another huge backlash? So 70% of you out the gate say yes. 60%. Let's see. Let's give it time. Okay, as that's going on, I'm going to get a couple more of these super chats here. So the real Jesse Lee... Wait, what? Okay, so first Apar says, I really hope Kenobi pulls from the Rise of Vader novel. Vader was ruthless killing Jedi, especially pull when Obi-Wan found out he was still alive. Yeah, for sure. I think that would be dope, and I think that's probably on the table, brother. The real Jesse Lee Reed says, with a $5 holler, Kenobi and Miss Marvel are not aimed at the same audience. I agree with that. Both will probably hit with their target demo. No worries, unless Kenobi retcons canon, LOL. Yeah, I think that's totally a fair take. Like, yeah, that's the way I feel about it as well. There's separate demos. There will be some crossover and some overlap for sure. But, yeah, they'll be different. And, hey, that could be a big show. And as a Marvel fan, like, I want it to be a big show. I want it to be cool. And I think it's even possible that I will enjoy it. I'm just using my brain parts to make some assessments, you know what I mean? MCU Drew with a $5 house says, what if Disney knows Miss Marvel will be better than Kenobi, and they're releasing it to calm the complaining? MCU? Now that's a theory I hadn't considered. What if Miss Marvel is better than, Interesting. Colonel Useless says, hello there. This isn't the comment you're looking for. Oh, shit. Keyboard Vigilante says, not as many people watching Kenobi that did the sequel trilogy. Interesting. I suppose that's true. More people just naturally watch these movies. What the hell's going on? Dude, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Like, do I need hairspray? Like, do I need, like, gel? What do I need to do? What do I need to do to get this? Look at this. Check it out. Anyway, X-Wing says, less OT fans had a voice to lash out against the sequels. Us prequel babies have a large presence on the web, and we're talking about our prequel Obi. Good point. Michael J. Porter Bartholomew II says, no, Miss Marvel is going to be great! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Maybe. I mean, Mike, it doesn't look like it's going to be great to me. You know, I'm not hating. Just doesn't look like it's going to be great. But it could be. Diamond Joe says, happy Friday. Take my money. Hey, thank you so much. Masma says, with a member chat for the 12 months, says, what if Miss Marvel hits the John Hughes area of teen coming of age hit content and be huge? Could happen. Yeah, and there's some really intriguing, I see some scenarios in which it's like really fun to watch and all of that. So yeah, could be cool. Could be cool. I could see it happening. Colonel Yusuf says, cut that bit of hair. Yes, my lord. No, I think I just want to shake it. I'll just be like, today's stream is brought to you by that curly Q part of my hair that I still haven't cut off. And then I just shake it. Neutron says, remember for 4 months, says, if a teen story about a Muslim girl in New Jersey isn't for you, what about all the other projects? Wait, what? What about all the projects without them? Where the young Muslim's supposed to... wait, what? I really don't understand your question, my guy. I feel like you're trying to make all these assertions and assumptions, and I really just don't think it's that deep. You know what I mean? Like, again, not a judgment. Not going to be a thing. I think just in general, any sort of young tween girl thing, whether she's Muslim or not, probably not for me. So I think you need to remove the hurt from your butt. Neutron. That's what I think, my guy. And that's just some Papa Josh for you. That's just some Papa Josh for you. Take it or leave it. Colonel Eustace says, you clearly have a natural part on the right side of your head. Are you sure the hair on that side isn't just pushed up? Push it back down. Use the force. Wait, what? You clearly have a natural part on the right side of your head. I don't know where. What the hell? What do you... Now you made it worse. You made it worse. Fuck. Thanks. Thanks. Cameron Savitz, member for 13 months, says, killing it, Josh. I had a theory about Mace being with the Chiss in the unknown regions during the whole Imperial saga. May explain his absence. Yeah. Dude, there's a whole bunch of things they could do with Mace. I know some people are like, dude, it's been an interesting week, man. We did a ton of Star Wars videos this week as opposed to Marvel videos. And dude, my comment section, God, it's not horrible, but it's so different than the Marvel videos. And so many people just let characters stay dead. Oh, fuck Mace and all this other stuff. I'm like, man, how do we get to this place, man? How do we get to this place? I really don't know. It's like Star Wars fans don't want to have fun with Star Wars. There's all sorts of interesting ways. I feel like this. If it was a Marvel character and we were like, dude, we thought they were dead, but they're coming back. The concepts and the speculation would be, how are they coming back? What are they doing? Was it an alternate thing? Were they doing something else? There has to be an explanation for it. And within that is fun storytelling. There's all sorts of reasons that Mace could have not interfered with a lot of the events that we saw, and he could be doing his own thing. So I don't know what it is, man. I just feel like maybe when it comes to Star Wars, again, too many people are just really upset about things. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. 34 Virgo says, highly doubt Star Wars will stop making money despite complaining. Yeah, maybe. I just think that the brand is actually in a pretty precarious situation. Precarious? Yeah, that's the right way to say it. It's in a precarious situation. You know what I mean? Jag Eye says, oh yeah, what's up, bro? Says, shameless plug to follow my socials. Love you, Josh. Hey, much love to you, man. Much love to you. That new sketch you did wasn't bad. If you guys didn't know, this is the homie that I accidentally said your art's... I mean, I didn't accidentally. It's I accidentally said it, shit fell out of my mouth. I misinterpreted what he said, and I was dogging on him a little bit. And yet now I said I would follow him as, a way to sort of make it up to him. And so now I follow him and everything like that. So. Oh, Neutron, it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm not trying to be offensive. I just think that look, what do you want me to say, man? You're trying to make it a thing, man. You were my favorite commenter, and now you're trying to make it a thing. So how am I supposed to feel? I missed your super chat, Mike? No, I don't think I did. You said, oh, wait, what? There's a 99-cent one, but there's no message attached. And I did read your one about Miss Marvel is going to be great with the several exclamation points. Sheesh. No, I'm just trying to figure out why you don't like it. Again, that's not what I said. I didn't say I didn't like it. You're assuming. You're making all these leaps. Too much internet discourse, man. Too much internet discourse. What I said was, it doesn't seem like it's made for me. There used to be a world where I think a grown-ass man could come out and say, a tween show about a young girl coming of age probably won't hit with me. And I think many people might have said, yeah, maybe not. Could be cool, though. Now, I have to face a fucking tribunal for saying that. You know what I mean? What? I didn't change, guys. I didn't change. Y'all changed. You know what I mean? I don't know what you want me to say, dude. That is, by the way, the most, in my opinion, I think, the most fair take that I've seen about it. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. You want to know the truth? You want to know the truth? You want to really get triggered? Whew. Buckle up your buttholes, because now we're going to... Here we go. You want me to really shit on Miss Marvel? You want me to shit all over Miss Marvel? Here we go. No, but like, here's the thing. Miss Marvel will be a huge show for anti-SJW channels. It will. It'll be a huge show. Just not for my kind of content, dog. Like, for real, if Miss Marvel blows up and it's dope and it's crazy, I will eat a lot of crow, because I just see a lot of reasons why that won't happen. Also things that I have heard from behind the scenes about the quality of the show. I'm concerned at a base level about the quality of the show. You know, all of the sort of narrative around it and all that sort of stuff. Because, like, you know, again, the show comes from, or rather the character comes from a time at Marvel during, like, all new, all different Marvel, where absolutely diversity was something they were really focused on. Again, you can feel how you feel about that. That's fine. But a lot of Marvel fans were like, yo, why are you focusing on all these new characters and shitting on my legacy characters? And it was one of those culture war discussions that was really focused around that time. I think Miles Morales is unfairly lumped in with that group of characters. In some ways, Jane Foster Thor is unfairly lumped into that group of characters, because what they did with that character in that run, Jason Aaron, incredible. Very, very cool. Kamala Khan, however, not really unfairly lumped in with those characters. Neither is America Chavez. America Chavez is one of the most flagrant, in-your-face, you're not going to like this kind of a character. Some of you love it. Some of you cheer for it. Others of you hate it. It is what it is. What do you want me to say? It is what it is. In a world like the one we currently live in, a show like Miss Marvel, despite what its intentions might be, is going to be received in such a way that it is a target for many people and a something to be held up on a pedestal by other people. I am literally not interested in any of that. However, it is absolute fact. That will hurt the show. There's just no way around it, dude. That will hurt the show, because many people will automatically close off their minds to it. I'm not saying any of that stuff. What I'm saying is, it just doesn't seem like it's for me. From what I've heard behind the scenes, it's not even that great. So, there it is. You got it out of me. You poked and prodded until we had to go there the whole way. The whole way. So, will the show be successful? We'll see. Am I super excited for the show? Not really. Am I going to start doing anti-SJW content? No. You know what I'm saying? You have to channel your inner 16-year-old girl, says Mike. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's add that to the list of reasons why I'm super fucking excited for Miss Marvel. Oh, shit. 34 Virgo says, member for 14 months, says, I hope all the Young Avengers shows aren't like this. Please, let's not do Keenan and Kel Good Burger 9th grade shows. Fair take. I don't think they will be. And I think that, especially if they're going to do Children's Crusade, right? I mean, that story is not that at all, So, I don't think they will be, man. I don't think you have much of a reason to be concerned about that. That's why I'm not fond of Shang-Chi. Because Because I got the Asian bully out of me growing up. I don't know what that means. Who told you? Dude, trust me, bro. Yeah, it was Dude, trust me, bro. Who, despite me not trusting him as much anymore, is still a pretty good source. Thoughts on the Defenders saga on Disney Plus? Are they canon or not? I don't think so. Is there any news on the Nova show or movie? Nothing concrete. We can hope. I'm not looking forward to Miss Marvel, but I will watch it, says Pretty Nikki. Fair. It's aimed for Lizzie McGuire, Cadet Kelly, Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana? Hannah Montana. Yeah, look, I agree. Any interest in Hogwarts Legacy, Josh? Oh, yeah. I am interested in it for sure. Jacob says, yo, Josh, just would like to know who you think would win in a duel. Mace, Lightside, or Lightside Anakin? Probably Mace, bro. That's what I think. Yeah, yeah, I think you can see her stretching in the trailer, which is cool. Daniel RPK, Doc Strange news today. I mean, that's the rumor. I haven't seen or heard anything about it. It's not like you've written off Miss Marvel. You've said if it's good, you'll admit it's better than you thought. People need to chill. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Look, a lot of this is to be expected, though. Again, like, to me, like, okay, so maybe I'm just fucking zenned out over here. You know, maybe it's the Zen Buddhist in me or whatever. But I'm like, yeah, that's par for the course, dude. Like, it makes sense that a show like this would have the reaction that it has. By the way, how much content have I made talking about how concerned I am about America Chavez? I'm actually not that concerned about America Chavez. And as I said about the Ironheart character, who, again, comes from that time in Marvel. Like, I don't know what y'all want me to say. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like it ain't what it is. But my perspective is that a character like Riri Williams, who I did not enjoy in comics, she has some fun stuff, but a lot of the stuff's super cringy to me. I'm open to the interpretation of that character in live action. I'm not going to sit up here and say, you know, I'm writing it off. It can't be good. Nah, dude. And I think the actress, she looks fierce, awesome. I'm excited. Like, I will not hold my issues that I had with the comic book characters against the MCU versions, right? But a lot of people will. You can't really, like, what do you want? Are we sitting here saying that nerdy man children and lady children, because that's really what we are. Like, let's be real. Let's be fucking real about this shit. We're all here talking about nerdy shit on a Friday goddamn afternoon. Are you saying that we might not act always logically or say things that are, you know, yeah, we're immature. A lot of us. So, there you are. Parth. Very generous super chat, man. $20 holla says, much love, bro. Hope you and the fam are doing well. You know, we really are. We really are doing well. Pretty busy, but yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. Jonas, 28, says, Josh, looking forward to your comic, man. Yeah, I think you guys will like it, man. We're putting a lot of work into it. I'm very excited. Very excited. Do I think tickets for Multiverse of Madness will be as hard as it were for Spider-Man? I don't know. That's kind of hard to say, right? It's a little bit of a different time of the year, so maybe not as many normies will be there. We love you and your shilling, Josh. Oh, yes, 100%. How can a person that rages so much be Zen? Yes, so that's actually a brilliant question. The Zen Masters would do this thing where, and look, man, first of all, I'm just gonna be real. Y'all probably don't know nothing about Zen. You have an idea of what it is, right? But you don't really know what it is. But the old Zen masters, one of the things they would do is actually play a lot of tricks on each other, okay? And they would actually try to break each other out of a Zen state and to get super pissed off or frustrated about the world. Like, they would play all these crazy tricks on each other. And you have to understand that there's actually something zen and beautiful about that. The idea that you can't escape it. The idea that despite being totally one with the universe, getting stuck behind several red lights will cause you to rage, okay? Do you know who Ram Dass is? Does anybody know who Ram Dass is? He has this awesome story talking about how he came to do a talk, and he only had one request about the talk, and it was specifically about the microphone. And he talks about how he was here to do this thing. It was this beautiful thing and all these things. And he looks over and he sees that the microphone is not the one that he wanted. And he starts to spiral and get really angry and get really upset. And he realizes in the moment, because this is what it is. This is what Zen is. You realize in the moment that his teacher, his old guru, had come back to visit him in the form of the wrong microphone. Because you always need reminded. You always need that lesson. And that is what life is. It's this beautiful cycle of being out of it, knowing everything is beautiful, and then raging out because Disney's doing the woke agenda or whatever, is your personal thing that brings you back into presence. It's all good. It's all fine, despite your anger. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, man, I used to smoke pot with Ram Dass behind the Dairy Queen in 93. You lucky son of a bitch. You lucky son of a bitch. Jag Eye. I am making a comic. If I promote comic in page of mine, will you do the same? I am joking mostly. Look, man, I'll throw you a bone, but at the end of the day, brother, like, you have to understand that nothing will replace the comic being dope, right? So you can get like 1 million people to say, I could be like, yo, like, check this shit out. Like, yo, you got to check my man's comic. Thing is, man, if that comic sucks, a lot of people are going to be like, yo, I'm not checking this out ever again. So nothing will replace the thing actually being good, but word of mouth does help. I would just focus on the quality, man. Keep growing. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep learning. Keep striving. All right, let's end that poll. Bam. Bam. I'll take a couple more questions from the chat or just comment on some shit, and then we're going to get on out of here, okay? Jake. Hey, Josh, I really like the rumor of Grogu hiding inside IG-11 because it opens up the possibilities of other characters bidding. Nice, dude. Well done. Kendall says, yo, I'm debating whether or not Moon Knight is real or not. I'm kind of believing it until I've seen him in a different show movie. Your take. Yeah, it's totally fair. I think that is actually a part of the fun, is that it is actually possible. It is actually possible that shit ain't real at all, which is kind of fun. And yeah, I saw. Oh, the whining Josh clip kills me. It needs to be a regular feature. Yeah, it is pretty wild, huh, Tim? Yeah. You might be onto something there, Kendall, and I don't know how to feel about it. Heard of Brad Warner, great Zen teacher on YouTube too? No, I have not actually. I'll check him out. Star Wars Celebration Anaheim Meetup info on Discord. Yes, thank you, Jedi Mike. So if you are a Nerdventure member and you're going to Star Wars Celebration, hit Jedi Mike up in the Discord because they're doing a meetup. It's going to be sick. I will not be able to be there, unfortunately, just because a lot of like dad stuff, baby stuff, move, etc., etc. But I will be there in spirit, and I want to see the pics. I want to see the videos. I'd love to see you guys. Just hanging out, repping the Nerdventure brand, and just hanging out as a community, man, having fun. So that'll be cool. X-Wing, very generous $20 holla says 3 things Josh taught me when it comes to YouTube. Community is most important. Stay calm when people are being idiots. Wear thick underwear because those fence splinters in the brown eye are a real bitch. 100%, man. That's the key. That's the key to success. Get that ass comfy for the fence sitting. Sit on that fence. And oh my God, am I good at it at this point? Oh man, give me that fence. Oh. Yeah, and then yeah, you gotta stay calm. You gotta try to stay calm, man. You know what I mean? Like, look, the homie probably didn't even necessarily mean anything by that, but I think that most people could agree. Like, that's a abrasive, accusatory statement. I mean, look, maybe you don't see it that way, but to me, that feels like you're trying to get a gotcha out of me. And the thing is, man, like. Look, I have to tell you, like Audrey, I just tell the truth. So I'm good in every hood spot. For real. And yes, community is the most important thing. 100%. 100%. Got a Grogu cake for my birthday? Nice, bro. Nice. Do I think Nick Fury past Phase 4? I do. All right, y'all. We outie 5,000. Successful week of streams. Successful week of videos. Make sure you check out the video that I'm dropping later today. Fernie did a lot of fun edits on it, talking about my fears, but also my hopes for the Kenobi show. Much love to you all. I'll see you real soon, and we'll keep this party going. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Yo, I did a drop, 3,000 nerd coin. Boom, there's another 3,000. Shit, let's do one more. Boom. There you go. Oh, much love, man. Much love. Hope you guys are doing well. Look, I'm in a pretty good state, you know, and just feeling good. Happy to be streaming with you guys. Happy to be making content. I hope you guys are doing well. I know that the world is crazy. I know. I hope you can just remain positive and focus on the things you love and be around the people you love and, you know, just, it's like Qui-Gon said, man. Your focus determines your reality. So take a blinker. Take a stinker. Be a thinker. And where the fuck is that Thor trailer? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Stay strong.